Press a piece of 50-50 sugar and flour paste into the mould. Ease and stretch to make sure the cavity is completely filled. Avoid using too large a piece of paste. The addition of vegetable fat onto your fingertips will help. Freshly made paste will provide an increased flexibility. To see more hints and tips on using this range of moulds, check out our video on how to use the CelShapes. Use a plastic scraper to skim away the first half of the excess paste. Keep the scraper at a low angle and only slice when you have pressure on the paste with your finger so it cannot be pushed or dragged out of the cavity. Rub across the cut surface to smooth before turning the mould to remove the rest of the excess. Once again, smooth the back of the paste. Turn the mould so that the shorter side of the paste is facing towards you, and using a palette knife with a fine blade, release the paste from one end of the mould and very gently ease the paste out of the cavity without pulling and stretching the design. You may wish to cut some of the solid edges of the lattice strip away. Use a fine bladed knife, keeping near to the edge and as straight as possible. 2 small balls of paste have been placed under a rolling pin to stop it moving. Lay the lattice over the curve and leave to dry. You will need to pipe a line of softened icing to attach the curved lattice to the side of the cake. Do not use too much icing. It does not want to be seen once the paste has been put into place. If required, an additional row of small neat beading could be added down the outside edge. Mould a length of the longest lattice strip and cut down the centre. Moisten the back of the strip with a little water. Attach one half to the top edge of the cake, then the other, placing the solid bars together. If you cut the ends away, the lattice strips can be placed next to each other all around the cake. If your joins are too noticeable, you can cover them with a delicate bow or flower. Alternatively, you could make a longer length of lattice. Roll a sausage of paste which is longer than the cavity and press it into the mould. Working from one end, trim away a section of the excess, smooth, and then repeat all along the length of the lattice. Each time make sure to smooth the paste that you have just cut the excess away from. You must remember not to trim the other end of the mould. Instead, you should use the sausage of paste as an anchor to lift and reposition the paste further along the cavity. Peel away gently and replace into the mould further along, aligning the pattern carefully before moulding some more of the paste. If required, you could reposition several times as necessary to make the length of lattice you require. Don't press on the paste where the lattice sits over the edge of the cavity, as you can see here on the left hand side. It will mark easily. Choose a suitable support for resting your lattice on to dry. Make sure it will stand level and is weighted if required so that it will not roll, etc.